Hi, and welcome to Northern Tonight. I'm your host, Jill Zaff, and we've got a great show for you tonight. Barry Gresh, a local DARE officer, will talk with us about his radio show, and Emma Muzz will premiere their new video, Missile, and perform live in our studios a little later in our program. But first, we have this report by Michael Luganville on the Northern Illinois University Husky Patrol.
The NIU student-run Husky Patrol was founded in the spring of 1995. Going relatively unknown to most NIU students, the student-run Husky Patrol is here to help them by escorting them to their destination around campus.
A basic routine call might be an escort is the basic thing that we get. Somebody may come up to us, they may see Student Patrol walking, may ask for an escort, or usually people contact us through our phone number, which is 753-2222. And they call up and ask for an escort, and you could say they might be at the library and they need to walk to Douglas Hall, and the campus is divided up into 5 zones, and we send a patrol in that zone to pick up the person at the library and take them to Douglas Hall, wherever they want to go on campus. And basically that's the routine.
The Husky Patrol's major responsibilities include personal escorts, door checks, and aiding the campus police by being an extra set of eyes and ears while they are on duty.
We have like special zones, and in each zone you have so many buildings, so you go and check your buildings, you check parking lots, we check by the dorms, the lagoon, any place that students might be. We check for opened offices and stuff to make sure that nothing gets stolen. We also do like the parking deck in the library, because those are places frequented by students at night.
The patrol consists of students trying to make NIU a safer place. They escort anyone who calls them to their destination around campus while they're on duty, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. until 2 a.m.
The public in general likes it we're out there because they know we're out watching, usually see what's going on, and we have direct contact with the police, the radios. So if anything does happen, we can inform them as it's happening. So if they have to come out in their cars, they know what's going on before they get there, so they know what to expect when they arrive. And so far, everything's been pretty good. We haven't had any real serious things happening for the most part.
The Husky Patrol's jobs include assisting students and faculty by escorting them to their destinations around campus, and to be an extra set of eyes and ears for the campus police. The Husky Patrol are assigned zones patrolled during their shift, where they observe the safety of students, faculty, and school property. To do this, they walk the campus in patrols of 2 or 3 students, in which each patrol is in constant radio contact with each other, and if need be, the campus police is at their disposal should trouble arise. If you are considering becoming a part of the Husky Patrol, Todd has some advice on what it takes.
Patience, lots of patience, and a liking of the cold. I mean, in cold weather, we do usually go building to building, but when we're walking around campus, it is very cold. And we have to be very patient because the nights can go by very slowly. And you have to be able to walk. Sometimes you have to go from one end of the campus to another. And to be friendly, we've got to be able to talk to people. If you don't like people, it's not the job, to work. Just like being around campus and being social, and interact with all the people who are out. So it's pretty easy. If you're an outgoing person, it's a pretty good job. And if you like to work with the police and you don't have a criminal background, of course.
Students that are interested should visit the campus police department and pick up an application.
Oh, for me, well, since I came here as a freshman, it really makes you realize how safe the campus is, because we're walking around every night. So, and I know that on a lot of campuses, people are worried about rape and being robbed and stuff. But it's a really safe campus, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there are students on campus.
Just to finish here, we're just a lot of people don't know about us. We're relatively new for the most part, but just want people to know that we're here for them. We're here to help the students and faculty in any way that we can with the escorts, to provide help, give them information they may not be aware of and stuff like that. We're here for their safety, and we're here to do our best to try to keep this campus as safe as possible. And since we started, the crime rate has actually gone down on campus. Now that may not be all due to us, but it makes us feel a little bit better that we're out there helping the students and the faculty in any way that we can to help make them feel a little bit safer after dark and stuff. We get calls a lot of times from professors that don't want to walk to their cars by themselves if they have to stay in late, and they do appreciate it, and it makes us feel good that we can help people on campus. So once again, I mean, the number is 753-2222, and people should feel more than free to give us a call, and we can help them out with an escort or and information they may not be aware of, and we're here to help them in any way possible.
Students and faculty should be aware that the student-run Husky patrols on campus to help them, and they can help you if you give them a call Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. If they can help you, give them a call at 753-2222. That's 753-2222. And for Northern Tonight, I'm Michael Luganville.
Well, welcome back. I'm now with Yorkville DARE officer and co-host of DARE, Barry Gresh. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Do you want to give me a little background about yourself?
Well, I've been a police officer for about 17 years. I've been a DARE officer for 5. I am the president of the Illinois DARE Officers Association right now, which is a 4-year informational type for the DARE officers of Illinois.
Okay.
I'm also president of the Yorkville Clergy Association. Keep people a little surprised with, and I'm not in the clergy. I'm just one of the lay people there, but they all got me to be the president, so that's part of my job.
Cool. Tell us a little about your radio show. You're a DARE co-host?
We have a DARE in the Air radio show that we put on a local station in Kendall County. And the idea of the whole radio station is to get to know the kids a little bit better and help the kids through the radio station. Some of the shows that we've done on the show on the WSPY is like tattooing or body piercing, that type of thing. Discussing it, and it's a real big fad right now with kids, and to get the information out for them of what is right and what isn't right with it.
Mm-hmm. So, like, if you were to do it on a college level, what would you do?
You know, the DARE program itself, Drug Abuse Resistance Education, is a educational program. It's not a forced program on kids or parents. It's a educational thing to teach the kids about the abuse of drugs, of alcohol, of tobacco, what it does to your body, what it does to your system, what it does to your performance as a student or an athlete or whatever. We can't make kids not do these things. We can't tell them, you won't do this, we're going to watch you. If you do, we're going to get you. You know, it just doesn't work that way. What we're going to have to do is just educate the kids, and hopefully through the education they can make a decision, an educated decision, if they'll do these things or not. And that, we would hope, would filter through into the college life.
Okay.
DARE has been getting a lot of bad publicity. Well, not a lot, but we get our fair share of bad publicity.
From the parents?
Not from parents, from people who have programs that they want to do drug programs also, drug prevention programs. DARE is very, very, very popular, and that's what I think they expect the popularity of the program to be able to fix that much. It's so popular. We're just one small piece of the pie. DARE is just one small piece of the pie. We educate the kids and try to get them to learn not to do these things. But the parents are a big piece of that pie, the community, the spiritual end. There's all kinds of pieces there. We feel we're doing a good job on our piece, you know, and we would like to help the other entities with theirs, but that's theirs. It's not ours, you know, so they've got to work on their end of it. And the spirituality comes from parents, or, you know, if that's even going to be a part of it, and a lot of times it's not.
So how did you get interested in the whole DARE program?
DARE came into Yorkville about 6 years ago. That's when I'm a DARE officer, and Trooper Casey, Chris Casey, started a program. Mm-hmm. And at the time I was teaching my fellow officers impact weapons, of how to use them and how to use them properly, and they had to be trained every year. So I have an instructor status for a lot of impact weapons, stun devices, risk management, rapid, intense, specific competencies, moves, that kind of thing. And I started teaching. And I really got involved with that, teaching your peers, which is really hard to do, because they're always goofing around, you know, and don't take you seriously and stuff. So it's really tough to do that. But I started working on that, and I saw the DARE program coming in, and I was really fascinated with it. But we didn't have the manpower at the time. And that's when we started getting bigger, and I was able to get into it like maybe 3 years later. And then the liaison job opened up at the high school, and that worked out perfectly, where I'm in the school with the high school, and then I teach DARE with the 4th grade, or kindergarten through 5th grade and 7th grade.
Now you do shows, and what kind of topics do you pick for your shows, and how do you pick them?
We had we didn't know exactly how we wanted to do this, what we were targeting. We thought maybe 5th grade because that's the core curriculum for DARE. It's a 17-week program. But then I'm in the high school and we're trying, it's sort of the 5th grade is the lowest level, and then we go to the high school. So that's our targeting group that we're trying to go for. Some of the shows that we've done, I said earlier, was body piercing because it's such a fad right now. And there is some dangerous aspects to this. I mean, that can be bad. A lot of the kids were self-piercing. They used
That's very dangerous.
a safety pin and went through the eyebrows and stuff. You know, they iced it up first and do this, and then that's really dangerous. They were doing the belly buttons, and they weren't going through the muscle like you have to. They're just going through the skin, and the skin would decay and rot, and they'd fall out. I mean, so that's just an example. That's sort of gross, but it's just an example that we talk to the kids, and we're on their level. We also have their music, and I say theirs. I like the music too, but my co-host, James Michelson, who couldn't make it today, is a college kid, and he picks all the music, and he has a DJ service on the side, and it's the hottest music, you know. But we're careful with the music. James knows this, that the music cannot be, you know, derogatory, sexual, drug-oriented. So he's got his work cut out for him to try to find some of the good music.
Especially people get offended so easily these days.
Well, it's just not a message that we want to portray, you know, like 9 Inch Nails, you know, they have some stuff out that's, geez, you know, I got a problem with it. And the stations, they play the stuff and the cuss words, everything. You know, what are they doing to our kids?
Yeah.
You know, by doing that. And I'm not, adults is fine. I mean, it's just like MTV with the shows they had on there. What was that one show with the cartoon?
Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, right, where there was a big problem with that. And then they put it on at a later time. I'm not against these shows. I think it's pretty funny, really.
Yeah.
But it's adult humor, not kid humor. And the kids then will go out and do these things. What's the other one, the cartoon thing out right?
South Park?
Yeah, South Park. I heard kids imitating the South Park thing at school. I'm thinking, what are they talking about? You know?
Oh, you have to watch that.
I did.
It's
Then
funny.
I saw it, and it sounded just like it. I mean, kid gets killed in every episode. What is it?
Kenny.
Yeah, he gets killed. I don't get this, you know. But it's funny on an adult humor, but our kids are seeing this, and what are we telling the kids
That's
with
true.
this? It's, you know, I'm not a prude. I enjoy the comic stuff there, but it's how can we filter it, you know, and how do we not get the kids to listen to it?
Okay, you have James Michelson as
Yeah.
your co-host. Now, how did you guys end up getting together to do this?
James is totally into the drug-free scene.
Okay.
He was with the IDEA board. Boy, I'm trying to think what the name of it. Illinois something. IDEA. And it's really big in Illinois. And it's a big drug prevention group. And in fact, he's a young adult board member of that. He had been involved in TRI, Teens Reaching Youth, which is a drug prevention program in Yorkville. And all the other drug prevention programs, he was like a charter member when they just brought him in. He has learned and agrees with drug-free lifestyle. So he is a really good aspect of the DARE program. They have DARE in the air and to bring it in because he lives it. And he's having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of these things either. And I think the role models are very, very important. But to have a college role model,
It's very
yeah, it's
good to
really
get the kids
cool.
drawn in.
Yeah, really neat to have. I mean, you can see an old fart with me, you know, bald and stuff that don't do these things. Well, you don't expect them to, you know.
Yeah.
So, but to have a college kid, that's cool. That's
That
neat.
is, yeah, I could see, definitely. I know, as speaking from a college kid's point of view, alcohol and like smoking and all that stuff is big.
It's big.
It's very big.
At the high school, it's huge. At
Like
Yorkville High School.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. The drinking aspect at the high school level is really big too, and the smoking. We are not winning. We are not winning that.
But if you help those one or two,
Yeah, and we got to
It's
just
actually
find some
winning.
other ways of doing that, you know, and working with it and trying to get that done. The smoking aspect, working at different levels, and boy, it just drives you nuts, you know, that you can't get this through to the kids. But I truly believe it is a rites of passage that Americans do not know when they are an adult, and they do these things to try to find their adulthood. They smoke, do drugs, drink, have sex, whatever, at younger ages, and they're an adult. That's what they feel.
because that's how people represent adults.
Right, right. And we did a show on that, on Dare and There, and we had the Hispanic culture talked about where They have the different rites of passage for the females, and the Jewish culture, the bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. There's 2 different types, and we went into great detail on that. I feel if America had that culture, something built into our culture,
That had
where they knew
steps.
they were adults, and then they were given the responsibility, because I don't think parents know when to give them the responsibility. You're given the responsibility instantly because you're in college now. You know, now it's dumped on you. And
It was hard
And
coming
how-
up here because I had rules and everything to follow. I had a curfew.
how old were you when you came in?
I was 18. I'm a
So,
freshman still.
At 18 then was the time when you're an adult? Or, you know, you ask kids that.
They-
When is it?
I thought I was. I thought, you know, oh, I'm in school, I can do whatever I want. And my grades were okay last semester, but they kind of reflected it. 'Cause-
Of getting used to it, or
Yeah,
you know,
'cause-
and trying to feel out the party life. I think with the DARE program, with the kids that go through the program, and if they commit themselves to being drug-free, and they go through this, it'll be better for them. They'll be able to get more done with college. They'll have a goal, a purpose. You know, where maybe you won't have a straightforward goal if you're indulging in alcohol and some other drugs or whatever. You're going to get off on tangent land doing this and doing that. You know, I feel really strongly about this. How many people do you think are here like that? Do they have a
None
drug
of my
program?
friends.
Do they have a drug program here? Or drug prevention
you know what?
program?
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
And maybe
I'm
that's
sure
what
there's
we should-
probably one around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'd love to do a radio show here and have the kids call in and college kids call in, talk about it, discuss it. I'm open. You know, tell me why smoking dope is good. Tell me about it. You know, let's discuss it, and I'll tell you why maybe the negative parts of it that aren't.
Yeah.
You know, like they're saying marijuana is psychologically addicted. Now they're proving it's physically addictive
I would
with
agree
it.
with
So
that.
it's not, you know, we can go into the meat and potatoes of it and discuss it. I'd love to do that. I do that at the high
Actually,
school.
that would be good, probably, really,
Yeah.
because people would listen, especially your little DJ over there, you know, that's not here today. But
Right, with James, yeah, that he would, I think he'd get into it too. You know, do it on DEK here or one of the shows here if you guys have a program here, a radio station here or something, to get involved and get something hot topics, good music. You know, and that's what you need to discuss.
especially to draw people in to listen.
Right, just like the when we were talking about the body piercing. You know, everybody's doing this stuff, and the
Yeah.
tattooing and stuff.
And one for both.
Do they realize, and we were talking about that, and it sounds like you do realize the ramifications of it, and you had it done professionally and stuff, but you see kids self-mutilating, doing their own tattoos. There's some
'Cause it's
problems.
cool.
Yeah,
They
there's some
think it's
problems
cool.
when they're self-mutilating and doing that. Something's going on in their life, and that's what we need to work on. You know, with the, when we were talking about the drug prevention groups here, I'll bet there are, but they're just not, maybe they're not hot enough. You know what I mean? Just not where people are going to listen to this stuff and really get into it. And it might be a goal to go for. If somebody's watching the show and they'd like to get into this or work with this, talk to her. Is there a producer or a director? Is that Mike?
I think so.
Okay, he's the man. Get a hold of him, and he can be the guy to set this up, and we can work with him on it.
Okay.
And I'm sure the security here, you guys have campus police here?
Yeah, we have actually some students walk around and escort people back to their dorms and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that also. A good topic for that would be that date drug.
Which we
Rape,
had problems with.
you know, that talk about it and discuss it and get it out and get a person that really knows this stuff in here and interview them and find out what's going on with it, because rapes just don't happen at college. They start at the high school level. I've dealt with several of them at high school level, and once again, they were totally intoxicated.
Well, thanks a lot for coming in tonight. We don't have a whole lot of time left, and it was very informative. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate you being on here.
And coming up next is the new video from Emma Muzz, Missile. Stay tuned.
At this moment, you should be with us, feeling like we do, like you love to, but never will again.
Smoking kills thousands of people each year. Help the fight against cancer by supporting Coaches vs. Cancer, a 3-point attack here at NIU. Learn the truth and watch the smoke clear.
softly and whisper in my ear what you feel. Come to me brightly and say what I need to hear. How you feel. This is not likely to become one. You are not my enemy. How does it feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you
Wow, that was Missile by Emma Muzz. Wasn't that great? After this short break, Emma Muzz will be performing live. Stay tuned.
For many senior citizens in DeKalb County, transportation and nutritional services are difficult needs to be met. The Voluntary Action Center is here to help you. It provides Transvac and Medvac, which are transportational services that give access to a wide variety of community facilities and resources. It also provides a nutrition program, serving luncheons at congregate sites and Meals on Wheels to the homebound. To find out more about these programs, please contact the Voluntary Action Center of DeKalb County.
It's okay, 'cause I've got your number. I've got your letter bomb, it's waiting to explode again. Jude's got your letter. He's got a mirror ball twirling all around again. So sick of waiting here for you to come around. I've got everything I need to make things right. Hey, I've got your answer. I've got a picture and it may expose the truth. Yeah. Breathe another smoke screen, another meaningless retortion of your last line. So sick of waiting here for you to come around. I've got everything I need to make things right. sick of waiting here for you to come around. I've got everything I need to make things right.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed our show. We'd like to thank Dare Officer Barry Gresh, the NIU Husky Patrol, and Ella Muzz for stopping in. So long for now, and again, thanks for watching.